such a pleasure to meet you, and I would love to know more about you, how you got into this, and how you became passionate about sustainable fashion.
We turned 10 last year. We didn't actually celebrate because it wasn't a very celebratory year. A number of years ago, I began to be more aware of our climate situation and the danger of that situation, and I thought for a long time about maybe stepping out of the fashion industry. I couldn't see a way I could be contributing to it in a positive way. We are part of the problem, but we are also part of the solution.
Sometimes we have to lead by example, and I feel like you do exactly that. What can we do in our own homes in the way we care for our own clothes, store them and wash them?
Educate ourselves and learn a little bit more about the consequences of our choices and our actions.
I guess it all starts at home with our individual decisions. What's the most inspiring, rewarding experience you've had while kind of doing this type of work?
Before we were going in and we were creating things and it was about self-expression, but now there's a much greater meaning behind what we do when we come into the studio every day. I think it makes the small things even more important, even the tiniest, smallest actions.
Every small action can have such a big impact. Have you ever had to compromise on design when choosing to work sustainably?
So we design in response to the textile waste that we have. So it's kind of totally backwards. And we're kind of inventing it as we go along.
I suppose it's almost like a puzzle in a way. Is there any useful tips you can recommend for those who can't necessarily afford to buy more expensive sustainable bands?
Maybe buying less and more carefully, because we just physically won't be able to carry on consuming clothes in the way that we are at this current rate.
What's one thing you would love to see change in the fashion industry?
I think a greater connection to where things came from and just a greater understanding about how things are made.
That's one of the most important. I think you nailed it on the head.